Good morning, guys. SoftBank's son thinks Nvidia is undervalued. Hmm. Yo,
How's it going?
good brother.
Sorry
Good.
I'm late. I had a little meltdown in traffic.
I sent the link out anyways. I forgot. I lost track of time.
We're good. We're good.
I just sent it out, so some people are still getting in here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Any there any gappers? Just kidding, there's quite a bit. Um my heart hurts for this Bitcoin. Um I mean I've got some, other stuff, but this IBIT especially. Oh my gosh. I had the perfect entry. I know a lot of you guys have a bunch of stuff on this, but at 37.30 on IBIT. Oh man. Oh,
All right, I'm back. You pull up your screen, brother.
Rocco, congratulations on our bet.
Oh, thank you, sir.
How would you like to deal with this transaction?
I don't know.
I will submit a form for 10% of my
I'll
prize.
think I'll think of something in it.
Uh, there we go. Oh, I can't believe I had the perfect entry on that. Um, Anywho, hey, this SMLR gapping up a little bit. I made this crypto list. Well, I didn't make. I mean, I've got this here. If anybody wants it, there you go. I know I've posted that in the chat multiple times, or typed it up. Okay, let's get to work here. I need to go through some more of these earnings still. I'm not gonna have time. Okay. The S&P 500, we got a slight gap down in the market today, down 17 cents, essentially a flat open, sitting just below the daily 9 EMA. We had an inside day yesterday, really tight and thin range yesterday on SPY, about $2.20. Um, Again, just going to emphasize the same stuff. I don't really care what the S&P does, what what SPY is doing, as long as we're maintaining this Wednesday low for 574.40. We're all good. Even if we do dip below that, there's a number of supports down below between 574.50 and 570.50 and then down into the 60s as well. So nothing, too big to look on into that. With this gap down, it'd be really sweet to see us go red to green, break through 580.83, which is yesterday's close, and the pre-market highs, 581.64. Red to green move, and even engulfing candle would be really awesome for the market. We do have some earnings after hours, Google and AMD. There's a few earnings this morning, SoFi, PayPal, and a few others. But to see that SPY go red to green would be a really sweet candle. And it would, if we do get through, this pre-market high, that would, indicate that we have a high probability of engulfing this candle and then reaching, the all-time highs again, in a relatively short order. QQQ flat open up 15 cents. We're continuing to defend this bullish gap from Friday. 494.43 is that low. 494.60 is the low of pre-market so far. Yeah, not again, just very little interest in this. Now, this IWM here is really interesting. Using the gap, this bullish open gap right here as some support, could give this some major, acceleration in some individual stocks. I'm, potentially comparing this gap up here to the spot on SPY where we gapped up right there and led to, a nice 5 to 6 day rally. So, ideally that's the case on IWM. We've gone over this a number of times with this big swoop down, and then getting smaller and smaller and smaller, making higher lows and higher highs. To see this go red to green would be awesome and break 223, which is the previous day high and the pre-market high, is what we're looking for in this. Inside day would be okay. But again, red to green move, breaking the previous day high, we'd start to see that heat in the stocks. Want to emphasize one more time that I think paying attention too closely, even more than, I'd say 2 to 3 times a day to what the SPY and QQQ are doing, I think is a mistake. I think paying attention to the individual stocks that are setting up, trending, breaking out, etc., is the way to go. That's where the setups have been in these thematic industries and sectors, crypto, nuclear stocks, space, etc. Yeah, Brucker, I know you've been at the desk looking at some stuff. Curious as to what you're looking at while I scan some things and figure out what the goodies are going to be for me.
Good. Um, I do think if we with how, all the big earnings we have the next couple of days, um, I'm trading, pretty light right now, taking it pretty slow, being pretty picky. But if we do get a sell down into like the 20 MA and like hold at some point today, like 478 or something, could be a good spot to play some small, like, out the money weekly calls or something with all the big earnings and how much swing they got. And you end up getting like a candle to hold here today off the lows and we get follow through to the upside. That could be a fun little trade, if we're, selling down ahead of the earnings, which start today after hours with, I think, AMD and Google. Right now, my big focus, I posted this yesterday, my channel is going to be this DJT. So there's a few ways to look at this setup, right? And we've been talking about we talked about on Sunday how, this has potential to go 50, 60, 70 pretty quick. And, it's up 50% from that spot. I mean, I said on Sunday scans, I thought it could be up 50% this week, and it's up 50% in a session and a pre-market. So that's pretty insane. This is picking up a lot of momentum. It's 9 ATRs above the 50-day in pre-market, which is the second highest reading it's ever put in. Second to back here in January when this had the big spike at the beginning of the year. So I have this idea in my mind that this will continue to get like supported like into like the election or when we find out. But from a technical perspective, like it's really setting up for me like really soon. Now the best parabolic shorts are, where you get 3 days of like price progression and gaps. And then the fourth day is where like that's like the 5-star parabolic short, where you get the first day on here on Friday, we were up 12%. You get the second day, we were up 22%. And now we're gapping up, 17%. If this can hold like an open gap today and close somewhat strong, and we get another gap up into the 60 range tomorrow, that's like 5-star. Like I'd probably attempt like a full account short on that. But today it is into a nice technical spot. You got like this horizontal resistance. I've been talking about this 55 spot the last few days. I sent out this line as like an area of interest in my channel yesterday. So, I do think that you can attempt this today. This is a massive gap. It really does not leave much support below like at all. You can see we had a major like high volume day yesterday, kind of really just telling me that shorts are getting absolutely smoked on this right now. And they are overnight again into this gap up today. That's why you can't really, you got to be careful, being early on these, but you can kind of see this curve just picking up momentum as it goes. And I'm really curious how this trades today, like, with the election coming up and it's still being like a little bit away. It is really interesting how this is setting up. Like, is this going to give a little bit of a blow off move today that we could trade and then it gets supported and ends up making another move higher? That's certainly a possibility, just like it did back here at the 200 day. Right. But as far as like, intraday range, I think this could definitely be an opportunity today. it was gapping up closer to the pre-market highs, like 20%, I would probably look for it right at the open. It's up 15% now. I think it could still be tradable today. Not like I really don't have that feel yet where it's like, oh my God, this is it today. I do think there's a chance that people could underestimate this and it really could hold up today. So that's kind of what I'll be watching. I really want to watch the price action on it today pretty closely because I'm, lining up a big trade on it right now. And that's pretty much it. I was looking at a couple other ideas at the open are like this PayPal and SoFi could be a nice little IV flush opportunity. I was looking at this earlier this morning. I was typing something out on it and just started kind of ripping off the lows and it's back flat now. I think like 11 or 12% implied move there. If this can hold the moving averages and start to pop, I'd probably look to play like the 85 calls on this. It's been really strong and it's been supported really well for the last, 2 months. So this one I keep an eye on along with SoFi sitting right at this $11 spot. Pretty much had like little double inside days, wedge look. Completely flat on earnings, only down 1%. This is another one to watch. I don't really like trading SoFi that much. I'd probably rather trade PayPal. To be honest, I don't like trading the two very much. But those like the two earnings plays I was looking at. And yeah, I'll be honest, just kind of big focus on DJT for me because I do think this could set up a month making type trade if you trade it right. So big focus on this for me. See how the indexes act ahead of earnings today. We got some of the really better, more liquid daily trader type names start to report tonight, which will be exciting for the rest of the week. But still kind of just observing some things today and taking some notes and watching my DJT setup. So I talked about this run, by the way, as an idea yesterday. It's gapping up today. I'm not going to buy this gap up simply because how extended DJT is, and this being like the lagging sympathy mover. I was hoping like DJT would maybe go sideways a little bit and this could set up, but I'm not interested in this anymore. So just focus on DJT and then still Iowa and Q, but it's not gapping up today. So we'll have to wait to see if this sets up or not. It's all you, sir.
Let me share my screen here. Good. All right, so I'm just going through my list right now, kind of picking out the ones that I am most interested in. Congrats to everybody who's got some crypto stocks. I still really like this ETHA, which is the, like IBIT is to Bitcoin, ETHA is to Ethereum. I like this little undercut of the moving averages the past 4 sessions and then pop up here. I think this is still in play and I think it's still really attractive for a little bit higher beta. You've got ETHU, which is 2x, is a leveraged ETF of it. It's up 9% in the pre-market. I do have some of this, not in my primary account. About it, I think on last week Tuesday in the 570s, and I've added some, down here in the 520s. I'd have to check what my average is, but this still looks really nice. Irene looks really attractive. Had this big breakout day yesterday. Very curious as to how these trade today. I would imagine they get some, further continuation. You got Bitcoin sitting at 71.4 right now. I think all-time highs are 73.2 or something like that. I mean, it really seems like that's going to break. I think 70K, holding that 70K to like 69.8 is a big spot on Bitcoin. And then on IBIT, this was really nice consolidation. I mean, this gapped up and just kind of ripped for 5 sessions and then pulled back in. I ended up getting shaken out on Friday, and I really regret that. But there's some other really nice crypto exposures in the market that we're holding. I know that you guys have Irene, CLSK, Mara, Riot. Like, you can take your pick of some of these. I've sent out this crypto list a few times, just resent it out today. I think these are still in play, especially if you're looking to day trade some of these. This MSTR is getting a little long in the tooth. It's done that before many times. Brocker, I'm not going to suggest this one, but this is two gaps so far. If we do get some continuation today,
I got it on my list. I got it
I
on my
bet.
list. I'm watching it pretty close as well.
I bet. And then into some individual names. I'm interested in the ZS today. I want to see it get over these inside day highs. We do have a weak open on this, which I really like, under 185. If we push red to green and break through 187 flat, that's my early trigger on this for a go signal through 187 with a stop at low a day and the 20 MA around 184. So it's about a $3 risk. This confirms at about 188.60. And then, really want to see us remount the 200-day moving average. Also watching DEC and ONON. I know Crocs had their earnings and it was, a fairly weak reaction. But this and ONON, I think are setting up really well, especially Onion here. With the big push on deck earnings through the moving averages, and then the high tight inside day up here yesterday. And then we got a flat open on this today, or slightly weak open. So
Did he just disappear for you guys? Or is that just me? Hello? He's gone, huh? It just rugged him just like that. Let's see if I can get him back in here. Millie pulled the plug. Yeah. Yeah. I lost him. Nice, JJ. 55.65. Hell yeah. Yeah, this DJT kind of triggered through the VWAP about, call it 10 minutes ago. Think he can play the 50 putts today. It does fit the criteria today. Say it's like a 4-star today. If it holds today's gap and, goes again tomorrow, that's a 5-star opportunity on this. I would try it with some small size today, though. I wouldn't get too aggressive in it, but I think it could be a fun trade. We have let's see, what day is it today? Tuesday. We got Jolts, 30 minutes in open, FYI. There's actually a lot of earnings this morning. UFC gapping up. Saw JJ was buying that FFIV. Yeah, I saw DHI home builders taking it on the chin in the pre-market. Oh, damn. That's nasty. This OPRA's got a big breakout today. You guys see this base on this thing? I guess TSR said he's had a power surge or something. He's resetting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's up like 5 days in a row on this breakout, but damn, that's a big base. The MSTR is starting to get a little long in the tooth. I think it's got 300 in it though. 6 ATRs above the 50-day. If that gets up into 8 to 10, that'd be hot. God, remember this move on Thursday on MSTR, this flag break? We bought the 230 calls for this Friday. Good Lord, $35 in the money. Dude, since I bought it back here when I like I ended up selling this buy, but back here on 919, it has not closed below the daily 9 EMA since for 28 days. What a trader this thing is. All right, we got 3 minutes. Everyone jumped in on it. No borrows left. Uh-oh. I'll play the 50 puts on it. Got VIX up 2%, gapping up over 20. I want to bet with TSDR. I bet that IBIT was going to hit 40 bucks before KWeb. Your boy took the win on that one. Hit 40 bucks today, 40.50 in the pre-market actually. This thing's breaking out now though. Really all eyes on this 72K on Bitcoin right now. That was a little trading view offer. Hope this OKLO runs again today. All right. Really gonna just be watching this DJT at the open. On DJT. Remember when it was DWAC? EWAC? Thing is if this just starts fading at the open, like right away, I'm not gonna touch it. I need like a big spike at the open and fail or something like that.
Hi.
There he is.
Sorry, my power just fucking surged off and
You're good, dude. Let me get ready to end this. We got 30 seconds.